Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Saturday. It is the 26th of April, 2025. Gonna look at the featured six race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And join me next week for my Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby previews from Churchill. I know it's going to be an excellent week of racing ahead, so I hope you join me for all those previews. An excellent weekend here in New York also on with the turf racing starting to heat up this and next week. Next weekend in particular, we have some great stakes action, so I hope you join me for that. But we're going to look at the sixth race here on this Saturday afternoon from Aqueduct. We were possibly going to get some rain Saturday, early Saturday morning to early afternoon, so possibly this race could be taken off the turf. I handicapped this race for turf, so hopefully it stays on. The sixth race from Aqueduct, it is the Woodhaven Stakes. It's going for a $125,000 purse race for 3-year-olds here. Field of 7 horses going down Woodhaven Boulevard, the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. In my top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 6 horse, Tis Dashing, 6432 for me in the superfecta. 6432 Super, top selection 6 horse, Tis Dashing, 3-year-old called by Tis the Law, Barkley Tag trains, John Velasquez gets the mount for Sakatoga Stables. There we go, can't speak. They ran the horse most recently in Option 75 at Gulfstream, mile 16th, 9th of March. He was third by 3/4 in length that day. He had a bit of a wide trip that day. He was really gaining late. You know, they were flying up front. He just missed, but he ran his heart out. 145 for the for the mile 16th. That was a decent time. He ran his heart out that day. I didn't think it was a half bad race. He's back to Stakes Quality horses, back to Aqueduct, where he's run very well in the past. Albeit on the back on the inner turf course again. I think he could find a trip to win. He ran two back at Gulfstream, 1st February, mile 16th, and the Kitten's Joy Stakes, and he finished fifth by 4 1/4 lengths that day, and he just had a bit of a weird trip. He stalked all the way around the race course. He looked like he was going to pounce, but then he just kind of came up flat. Off the bench, maybe he needed the race. Just wasn't his day to win. But his two races up north here at Aqueduct weren't bad at all. He ran the Awad Stakes over the mile 16th back in October, finishing second by a head. He just missed the lead. He had the lead. He closed up well. He had the lead. He got caught at the wire by the winner, but he ran his heart out that day with 71 buyer. And then the main special weight going 3/4 in late September, winning by a neck, closing up from nowhere. A very, very good dueling away victory. Training well, his buyers have been going up. Barkley Tag is due for a victor. Let's give it to him. I think the 4 horse here, Revolutionaire for Christoph and Dylan to win also. He finished third in the Columbia at Tampa over the mile in his North America debut. He finished third by 4 lengths that day, where he closed up for nowhere. I thought he needed the trip that day, but he ran his heart out. His races as a Tyrrell in France weren't bad at all. He started off on the lower circuits in Lyon, where he's running against some okay horses. Came to running the Prix de la Rochette at Longchamp in Paris over the 7 furlongs in September, where I think he had a decent finish that day. Gaining some ground. I think around 2 turns around around the mile here today. It wouldn't surprise me if he wins. A 5-1, we'll use him in the late pick 4 that begins with this race. But to recap my selections now for the 6 from Aqueduct, it is the Woodhaven. We're going to take the 6 horse Tis Dash and give kudos to the 4 horse Revolutionaire, 6-4-3-2 Super, 6-4 in the multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.